right. What's going on, everyone? This is Zen here from Zen Multiverse, and I hope you're having a great day. So, we have some brand new pictures from the BatGirl movie, and in particular, it comes in the form of her costume. So, what are my thoughts on that? Before I give you my thoughts, time to hit that intro.
This one is for the teacher who passed me the math test face down and didn't think I was going to become successful. This is for 9 times 9 equals 81.
You will never amount to anything. We shall see.
Let's go!
All right, team. So, let's talk about this costume here. All right, let's bring up a picture. This is the costume. Now, a lot of people are like, "Oh, it looks like a CW costume. It looks kind of cheesy and things like that." For me, right, and I've seen costumes on movies, right, like superhero movies, right, when they're just showing the still, right, itself without the lighting, the SFX, and things like that. And this costume is very comic accurate. Look at that parallel picture that's right next to it, right? It looks good. I mean, I'm not too sure what people are looking for. The CW one, that costume didn't look so good. I know that was a different, that was Batwoman on the CW, right, for that TV show. And I don't know, this one looks really good. It doesn't look like she has on a wig and all that stuff. And just in case you want to see the actor, she's beautiful. she's absolutely beautiful. Now, that's all my take is on the costume, right? Now, do I feel like a lot of people were asking for a Batwoman movie, or Batgirl? Is a Batgirl movie? Yeah. No, I don't think so, right? But at the same time, I'm like, well, I can't have everything, right? Because, when we're talking about representation, I know a lot of people don't like that word. They're like, man, America's weak, and things like that. But there's probably a lot of, if I had a daughter, I would want her to see someone in the screen that looks like her, right? Or empowers her, rather, right? I think for a lot of us males, we've seen, and we're in an era where a lot of us who love comic books are now seeing characters on the big screen, so we're amped, right? Our childhood self is now is proud, right? So I'm sharing the wealth, right? Now, I'm not too happy about everything that they said about the Flashpoint movie, but I already theorized that like years back, right? And some of you probably seen some of my previous Zen talks, already heard me say like the Flashpoint movie is gonna be a reboot, right? It's gonna reboot everything because it makes sense for them to utilize the Flashpoint movie in order to do it, right? It's kind of like the ending of Justice League Dark Apocalypse War, right? At the end, that was a dark movie, and let me tell you something. We've seen the Flash do something at the end because everything was just pretty much messed up. It was all over the place. So we kind of got an insight onto that. But back to this costume. The costume looks pretty good to me. There's not that much that I could say about it. Now, of course, if it looks just like that on screen, then it might look a little bit cheesy, right? In the sense of like, it's not tight enough on her body, right? Now, I'm suspecting that we're gonna see some SFX and VFX and all kinds of effects to shade it in, right, so that it complements her movement and looking like Batgirl, right? That's all. You know what I mean? I'm not too sure what else to say beyond that. Otherwise, what I'm hoping for the movie in particular, right, besides the costume, because the costume is the costume, what I'm hoping for is a really good story, right? And I think a lot of you are looking for that as well. I want to be pleasantly surprised. I want this movie to come out, and the movie and the choreography is absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. that it puts us in a place when we're like, wow, this is good. Because we know that, from what we heard from rumors, and probably not even rumors at this point, that Flashpoint is going to set the stage to then reboot, and we're going to have a new, just basically a new Trinity, right? The new Trinity is going to be composed of Batgirl, right? We're going to have the Supergirl, and we're going to have the Flash, so to speak, right? Who are going to be the team, right? So I'm suspecting we'll see Flashpoint. We'll see a couple of things that will do good. Now, one of the things that I hope the Flashpoint movie does is it's able to capture powerful and emotional moments, right? Now, prior to the Snyder Cut, we did not have that scene where the Flash went back in time and saved the Justice League upon the pending arrival of Doomsday. I said Doomsday, of Darkseid, rather. So, yeah, it. I'm eager. I'm eager to see what DC could do, because I feel like what they're gonna do is they've learned. What they're gonna do is learn. They learn. What I mean by that is the MCU and Disney have done just historical work, right? That puts people in a place where they have full, they just have the audiences and the fans like full attention, right? They don't really see that the MCU could do wrong. And when they do wrong, it's like, it's all right, not too bad. And they have a certain formula. And I think what's going to happen now is the DC has a formula that they're about to do. Flashpoint is going to reset. They're going to introduce a lot of these characters, and a lot of these characters don't really have a true backstory. And they're going to build up on the characters like that. Would I rather them have 3 separate movies, right? Like if they do the Supergirl movie, separate. If they do Batgirl movie, separate. Flash movie, separate. And then they come together. That would be the traditional kind of like, and doing hints for each other, right? With a big bad. Those are the traditional ways that Marvel has been doing it. But I think DC is going to do it in a slightly different way. Now, they tried it this way, right? But I think, again, they have learned. They have learned. And I don't know where my hopes are coming from, but it might be the Snyder Cut a little bit. You know what I mean? Just give the fans what they want and then continue on with that path, right? So hopefully it's good. The costume looks good to me. You know, I'm not one of those fans who are like, man, it looks so cheesy, because I know it's not a finished product, right? Now, if it is a finished product, then it's going to look clunky on camera, right? When she's running around, doing flips, cartwheels, things of that nature, right? But if, if it looks like skin tight, right? And I don't mean that in a sexual way. I just mean that in the sense that it looks like she's mobilizing really well without a clunky suit, then it's going to do really well, right? Other than that, costume looks pretty good. But anyway, I'm gonna hop out of here. There's another video I'm gonna do, and that's on the little tease that we got for the Moon Knight trailer. I have a couple things to say about that. With that being said, everyone, this is Zen from Zen Multiverse, saying peace, love, and prosperity. If you're enjoying the content, you already know what to do by dropping a like, supporting the channel, and yeah, do good for yourself and do good to others, everyone. Later. BatGirl.